We got the TM Opera O, the Conqueror of Umamusume. I really like TM Opera O's character design. I think it's super, super cool. The pink and like the cape and everything. So good, so good. Funny, Dancing Bacon has a video where he and his partner go to a hot pot and sushi buffet restaurant. Now, that's where that's where everybody should take me. That's where everybody should take me. Will not leave. I'll take a nap, wake up, and eat again. Alrighty, another video from Pyrex. So, I think this is the newest one. I hope he releases another one soon. These are really great videos.
There's a saying in Japanese horse racing pertaining to each of the Triple Crown titles. The Satsuki Sho is won by the fastest horse, the Kika Sho by the strongest, and the Tokyo Yushun by the luckiest. At the time of writing this script, from 1941 to 2025, only 8 racehorses have achieved the legendary Triple Crown title.
Only 8?
With 5 of those horses being before the year 2000. These 5
Oh
racehorses would be
God.
Saint Light in 1940.
So, only 3 horses within the last 25 years have gone in the Triple Crown. That's actually kind of insane. Only 3 horses.
41, Shinzan in 1964, Mr. CB in 1983, Simbali Rudolph in 1984, and Narita Bryan in 1994. The Japanese Triple Crown consists of 3 races of varying lengths. The Satsuki Sho at 2,000 meters, the Tokyo Yushun at 2,400
That's even
meters,
longer.
and the Kika Sho at 3,000 meters.
3,000!
Different distance is the first of many hurdles a racehorse will face
That
when
was a really
contesting
hard
this
horse,
Triple
or
Crown
a really hard
title.
race.
These 3 races are also home to some of the most fierce competitors of their era, making winning all 3 competitions a test of pure strength and racing capability. These racehorses can't simply waltz into these races either.
Nope.
Strict regulation were in place to have horses qualify by winning preliminary races. They had to prove themselves before ever setting foot on the turf. In addition, this title is limited to 3-year-old horses only, meaning there's only one shot to even attempt to seize this title. In previous videos, we've covered up-and-coming stars who contend for the Triple Crown title.
That makes
Several
sense.
examples being Agnes Tachyon, Tokai Teo, Mejiro McQueen, and
My
Mihono
beloved!
Bourbon. Even if a competitor isn't able to seize all of these titles, it's rare for their competition to be so fierce that it redefines a horse racing era. Today, we'll be covering a story that did just that. A racehorse who, alongside Admire Vega and Narita Toprode, will show the audience one of the most fierce competitions to claim the Triple Crown, only to
They
continue
have to be
on
3
and
years
cement
old.
himself
They only
in
have.
horse
They
racing
can't be younger. They
history.
can't be older.
This
So
is
you
the story
only have
of
such a short time frame to be able to do that.
TM Opera O, the conqueror of the century's end. TM's racing career is highlighted in 2 series of the Umamusume anime. These include TM's debut and first year of racing in Road to the Top, and his dominating career that follows, which is displayed in Beginning of a New Era. The name of the movie itself pays tribute to the end of TM Opera O's legacy, and the induction of a new era of race horses. Some Umas in the series have very brief racing careers, while others stack tens of hundreds of races under their belt. The one unique thing about TM Opera O's career is the sheer domination that would follow a fierce competition for the Triple Crown title in
I love her.
1999. Road to the Top would convey a message that strong competition would bring out the absolute best of a racer's capabilities, and that statement holds true for the 1999 Triple Crown series. TM Opera O was born on March 13th, 1996 at the
I'm sorry. TM Opera got a dumpy a little bit.
Kineas Ranch in Urakawa,
Sorry, I really had to say that.
Hokkaido. TM's sire was Opera House, a famous
Opera
racehorse
House?
from Great Britain. He had earned the title
you
of European
British?
champion in 1993.
That makes sense. That was really bad. I'm not even gonna. Stop hitting me. That was a really bad accent. I shouldn't do accents ever again. Stop hitting me, Chad. I had to look at his butt.
After winning multiple G1 races. Just like Sunday Silence, an American racehorse that would be brought to Japan, Opera House's strong racing capabilities made him a contender to be a breeding stallion, leading to his transfer in 1994. The TM in Opera's name are the initials of Masasugu Takezono, the president and owner of TM Kinen. Takezono would be the one to bring Opera House to Japan and begin the process of turning him into a breeding stud. Opera is in honor of his sire, Opera House, and the O signifies king in Japanese. This is a common suffix using
that makes
Japanese
sense
racehorses'
why
names,
TM Opera
with
O's
another prime
outfit
example
looks like
being
that.
Sakura Bakushin O. Despite
Bakushin,
the impressive
Bakushin,
display of
Bakushin.
dominance TM would show in future races, the start of his career will come with a few roadblocks. TM debuted on August 15, 1998 at the 2-year-old newcomers race where he'd placed second overall, a staggering 6 lengths behind the winner classic stage. This race would also result in TM having to rest for 3 months due to a leg injury following his debut. Though his first race was on a
Yikes.
turf-based track, TM's following 2 races would be on dirt, where he'd suffer a 4th place finish before earning his first victory at the 3-year-old make debut. At this point, it was clear that TM had potential, and so his trainers aimed to condition him to be up to par to participate in the classic races that followed. The participation of TM Opero in the classics wouldn't have been possible had he been born several years prior. At the time of TM's career in 1999, a major rule change had hit the JRA, all thanks to the legacy of one Ashen racehorse, Oguri Cap. This rule change I'll explain shortly, but the gratitude of Oguri's legacy and his impact on TMs are personified in Road to the Top, where TM Opero expresses her gratitude for Oguri's belief in her racing capabilities. The inclusion of Oguri witnessing Opero's races are also a tribute in itself, the rule change being implemented a year after Oguri Cap's retirement in 1991. Oguri Cap needs no introduction, and deserves a whole documentary-length video just for his staggering career in the future.
This is only 1/3 of Oguri's races. First. Oh my goodness! Holy shit! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times 3 is 39 races. That is insane.
However, I'll summarize it briefly to emphasize the impact he left on the racing world. Oguri Cap was denied entry into the classics in 1988 due to his failure to register the previous year. This was a requirement at the time by the JRA. However, due to Oguri's sheer dominance against strong competitors, and his sudden boom in popularity, public outcry soon ensued not only by fans, but fellow critics, trainers, and jockeys alike. Petitions were signed, attempts were made, and negotiations set to mend the rules and allow horses who miss the registration date to still be able to show their talent against Japan's best in the classics. Unfortunately, for Oguri Cap, he'd be denied entry to participate, the JRA refusing to mend these rules so suddenly. This didn't stop the public from pushing the matter, and the sheer support of Oguri Cap was so strong that the JRA could not simply sweep this under the rug.
Nope.
The pressure built up to a point where the JRA changed this rule in 1992, allowing racehorses a late registration into the classics, albeit with a highly inflated price. This change would be referred to as the Oguri Cap system following its implementation. Iwamoto, TM Opero's trainer, was insistent to pay this hefty fine to showcase TM's capabilities against strong competitors. By this point,
he believed in him so much, he was like, just take all my money, I want my horse to race. Wait, hold up, chat, can I go off topic a little bit? Oh, I guess it is an odd topic. So, I recently ran into this, I guess, series of videos. So if you guys don't know, I do watch the NBA every now and then. My dad's favorite player right now is Nikola Jokic. I really hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. But I had no idea that he's one of the best players right now in the NBA. I had no idea he was super into horses. There was a video of him. There was a video of him like full on sobbing, crying because his horse won a horse race, and he like ran up to his horse and he was hugging the horse. And you know what? It was so funny because like people in the comments were saying, dude, he didn't even cry when he won the freaking NBA championship, yet this man is crying over his horse. And I'm just like, let him like his horse. Let him enjoy his horse. God. Jokic just the NBA part-time. NBA part-time. NBA superstar part-time, full-time horse trainer. It was so funny. I'm going to show you guys the video in a little bit, but that's so adorable. It's so wholesome. I'll show you guys the video after this.
Opera had already met the requirements to join the classic races, having achieved a first-place finish at the Mainichi High on March 28, 1999. Takezono, due to TM's potential and Iwamoto's belief, would pay the 2 million yen fee to register TM Opera O in
2 million yen. Hold up. Let me Google this. 2 million yen. $13,609. Put his horse in Umamusume. I think we need to make a petition to put Nikola Jokic's horse in Umamusume. Please raise your hand if you would like that. You guys can't see this, but I'm raising my hand.
To the classics. The original plan was to train TM to compete in the Tokyo Yushun. This would mean missing the Satsuki Sho, which would take place on April 18, 1999. Takezono expressed concern with such a high-level race being so close to TM's Mainichi win. Once more, Oguri Cap's legacy would impact the trajectory of TM's career. Despite Takezono's doubt of TM's capabilities for the Satsuki Sho, Tsutomu Setoguchi, Oguri Cap's trainer, encouraged him to compete. And so, on April 18, 1999, TM Opera would enter the racecourse alongside his jockey, Ryuji Wada. TM would be placed against two strong competitors in this race, Narita Top Road and Admire Vega. TM, against all odds and at the disbelief of Iwamoto, would surge to the front of the pack within the final leg of the race, surpassing Vega and Top Road, claiming a win at the Satsuki Sho. This didn't only mark a major victory for TM Opera.
Can I just say, I hate that this horse girl game has like legitimately made me more interested in horse racing. I just see like horse racing and I'm just like, yes, yes, yes. It's so hype. It's so unironic. It's like ironic too because Squid Game 3 literally just finished around the time that like Umamusume like released, and like one of the huge themes of that fucking show is like humans are not horses. Meanwhile, humans cheering on the horses.
Oh, but also would be a moment in horse racing history. TM Opera would be the first late registered horse under the Oguri Cap system to seize a victory at the classics. This also was a historic moment due to Ryuji Wada, TM's jockey, being the youngest jockey in history to claim a classic victory. This
He's kind of fine, not gonna lie.
Did come at a cost.
Uh-oh.
TM had been badly beaten by the sheer amount of whipping Wada had given him in the final spurt. Iwamoto, displeased with this level of mistreatment, would scold Wada, resulting in a shift in his riding method with TM Opera O.
Yeah.
This method would rely more on Opera O's final leg of the race, and seizing...
Don't hurt the horse, or you get the fork. Oh no. That is no bueno. Oh god. Do not the horse. Don't the horse. Or the Yakuza will come after you. Don't test me. Don't do it. I will show up to your home with a humongous fork in my hand. Yeah, the fork is strong with this one. Do not the horse.
Victory at the very last moment. As the year progressed, TM Opera wouldn't be able to find his footing in order to claim another win. From the Tokyo Yushun, held on June 6, 1999, to the Arima Kinen, held on December 4, 1999, TM would see second and third place finishes overall. Despite TM's inability to claim the Triple Crown title, his participation in the classics alongside Vega and Top Road would bring in thousands to the racecourse. Vega would seize victory at the Tokyo Yushun, while Top Road claimed the victory at the Kika Sho later on. This will result in these three racehorses being seen as one of the greatest rivalries for the classic titles.
It's true,
Clearly
I'm the
displayed
fork.
in Road to the Top, the rivalry was definitely something that drew in crowds by the thousands. Despite the popularity of TM during 1999, the lack of victories frustrated Takezono, resulting in the demand to remove Ryuji as TM's jockey. Several losses were attributed to Ryuji's inability to make critical decisions as the race continued against strong competitors. For example, the defeat in the Kika Sho would be due to Ryuji's inability to properly pursue Narita Top Road and keep a lock on the first place position, resulting in a late surge and a lackluster performance. Iwamoto would stand by his pupil, stating that he'd retire training TM if Ryuji was replaced. Begrudgingly, Takezono will retain Ryuji's position as TM's jockey, ending his classic career in 1999. Though Takezono had doubt of Ryuji's synergy with TM, the following year would prove to shatter all expectations. Entering the new year, Ryuji would continue to jockey TM Opero from the beginning of his career all the way into retirement. TM's nickname, the Conqueror of the Century's End.
Alien Mixture, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. For those who are new here, hi, my name is Poseidon. I'm the goddess of the seas, earthquakes, and horses. And I put the sea in TCG. I do a lot of TCG streams. I also do a lot of reacting. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Miss Allie from Sox Agency. Hello, hello.
Was surfaced after an undefeated year of racing in the year 2000. Up until this point, it was unheard of for a racehorse to win consecutive races at this degree. Each of TM's races were either medium or long distance tracks.
That's crazy.
Having participated in every graded race possible in the year 2000. TM would also display a back-to-back victory in both the autumn and
I'm also
spring
the god of
Tenno
horses!
Show, a feat only accomplished 2 times prior. These previous victories being with Tamamo Cross and Special Week. TM's wins of every possible graded medium and long distance race is still a record undefeated to this day. In addition, TM would set a record with 8 undefeated races in the year 2000, as well as the most G1 victories in a year being 5 in total. One of the most notable races for TM would be his participation in the Japan Cup, resulting in a first place victory. This would mark the 3rd consecutive win of Japanese racehorses, adding to the victories of El Condor Pasa and Special Week in the past 2 years.
2 lengths to make up, and here comes fantastic life.
Snap!
This is for the Emirates table. Michinogo hit the front.
Shadow, thank you so much for the follow, and also Sir Zatolo, thank you.
Trying to get him. The crowd roars. Their champion wins it.
Oh, snap!
Thrilling finish. Fantastic light, maybe second from Michinogo either way.
TM's exceptional performance would also allow him to set a record for the highest earning racehorse in history, taking home a total of 1.8 billion
he's
yen.
rich!
This record would stand until 2017,
Oh,
when
Kita-san Black
would barely surpass it.
All
These
roads lead
victories
back
also
to
showcase a
Kita-san
strong
Black.
bond between TM and Ryuji. Unsurprisingly, the undefeated year would lead many to see them as one of the most iconic jockey-horse duos in Japan. As beginning of a new era showcases, TM's dominating legacy would allow other strong competitors to be born to challenge his reign, these being Jungle Pocket, Agnes Tachyon, Manhattan Cafe, and an Uma displayed as TM's best friend,
it's the Assassin's
Meisho Dodo.
Creed.
Entering the year
All
2001,
of them are scary as fuck.
TM, much like his 1999 racing career, would see a mix of placements overall.
Who's your favorite
Of the
Uma?
7 total races
It's
he
actually
participated
not Gold
in
Ship,
during
it's
2001,
Haru Urara.
he'd only placed first in 2, with the lowest placement being his final race at the Arima Kinen. Originally, TM's trainers had planned to set the record for most G1 victories after the undefeated year in 2000. TM would have 7 total G1 victories in his career, tying the current record. However, Meisho Dodo would upset the chances of breaking this record by defeating TM at the Takarazuka Kinen on June 24, 2001. TM would retire following his race in the 2001 Arima Kinen, ushering in a new era of horse racing. TM's dominating race history will result in him being named Horse of the Year in 2000. And
Horse
in
of the
2004,
Year?
he'd be inducted into the JRA Hall of Fame. Unlike the other horses
Yeah,
we
it's
covered
always
in
the
past
Ari
videos,
Makinen, huh?
TM Opero didn't see much success as he became a breeding stud in retirement.
Aww.
Being from a lineage of European horses, TM's career was a miracle in itself. TM's pedigree
Why is
suited for
European
horses being
just not as good? Huh.
raised and raced outside of Japan. And due to this, many of TM's offsprings were unremarkable in performance on Japanese racecourses. Sadly, due to this fact, interest quickly declined over time due to the unsuccessful offspring TM sired. For the remainder of his life, TM enjoyed retirement away from the racecourse. He passed away suddenly at the Hakuban Bokujo farm in Hokkaido at the age of 22 years old, after suffering a heart attack. Though his life had ups and downs, TM Opero is still regarded as one of the greatest racehorses of all time in Japan. Even with the inability to seize a Triple Crown, Opero had solidified his capabilities on the racetrack, earning record-breaking amounts and gaining the adoration of thousands. A racehorse who ushered in a new era, personified as a prideful Uma with a love for racing and a desire to stand atop her competition. This was the story
It's
of
kinda
TM
wholesome.
Opero, the conqueror of the century's end. Did you enjoy this video? And who should I cover next? Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you all for joining me, and as always, I will see you all in the next one.
Why do they always die? Why? That's just the cycle of life. That is just the cycle of life. Oh, I'm not subscribed to him on this account. Oops. Guys, I'm on my second channel, okay? Everything dies except for me, because I'm a god, I'm immortal, I'm never gonna die. You are with me forever, unfortunately. This is just ERB in horse form. What makes you say that? Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame. That was a good video. Patrick's always does a wonderful job covering some of the Umamusume content. The content, yes. That was a little bit sad, but it's alright, it's okay.